Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to tell you guys about how I did a emergency tire repair and why it is a good idea to actually build yourself a small little kit that you can keep in your backpack when you go riding or somewhere on the bike. If your bike has got storage, to actually build yourself a little kit so that when you do get a nail in your tire, that you have the kit to fix it. At least emergency repair it, so you can get to a station, get home, and somewhere along the line try and get the tire fixed. Because the thing is, you don't want to be stuck next to the road. But yeah, let me quickly explain to you the backstory of this. So I was last weekend I was keen to get my daughter on the back, take her out for her first ride on the motorbike. Got a helmet and everything is perfectly fine. And then I just got on the back. We just pulled out and got the tires up to that specific speed where it starts registering the TPM and tire pressure monitor, and it says the rear tire is flat. I'm like, oh, it's just like now a bug again, because I had it previously where it registered. It told me that there's a flat tire, but it wasn't up to speed, so it didn't register properly. As I went on, it worked. So I'm like, this TPM is starting to give me trouble or whatever. So got off the bike, checked the tire, and yes, it was flat. So that is such a great feature to have on your bike, is the TPM module. But so slowly went around the block back into my garage, and I checked the tire, and yes, a big old long nail in the tire. And I'll link that photo up here. And that nail just went in straight into there, and it was just like a big pain. I thought to myself, oh, this is going to be now a whole tire repair or something in that line, or tire replacement. So I thought to myself, let's try out my tire repair kit that I bought. This is for cars and bikes as well. And it worked perfectly. I also went the next day, so that happened last Saturday. Sunday I checked the tire in the morning, and it was up to, what was it? There was no pressure leak, and it all looked good. So I went out for a ride, but I did take the tire repair kit with me, just for in case something happened. So let me quickly talk you through the kit that I bought. You can find these things on Amazon. I'll link all the things that I used down below. If you want it for your car as well, I think it's a good idea to have it for your car as well, because you never know if you've got a tire and you need to repair it quickly just to get to a service station. When you have to stand next to the motorway, and it can take up to hours for the guys to actually come and fetch you. I would rather like to patch it, pump it, and get out to a tire repair place where they can actually replace the tire or something in that line, or get the car home. You don't have to stand next to the road or behind the barrier in the rainy conditions. So what I bought is a simple tire repair kit, but it comes with the main bits of equipment is this tool. It's called the Reamer. So this you puncture the hole, and then you sort of make the hole rough, so that the plug goes in as tightly as possible. So this is the Reamer. The other one is the plug tool. So this is the plug tool. This is where the plug actually goes through, and then you get like loads of these plugs. I hope you can see it. Those are the plugs. And then you also get this this little tester, tire pressure tester. Now this comes with the kit, and sometimes a manual one is better than a one with batteries, because if you don't use these things a lot, the battery runs out, and then you won't be able to check your tire pressure. But I do also have one like this, just a simple on button, and you can change it from PSI to bar, and you can check your tires. So that's also good. I've got in one of my other cars. There's also a rubber cement. So this is tire pressure repair glue. Now these things, again, they dry out on the inside, and the little tube looks fine, and after a year, then when you really need it, there is nothing left in the tube because it evaporates. And then there's some patches. I don't really use these patches, but that's just in the kit. So let me talk you through it, how I went about it to use the kit. So firstly, and this is a very interesting part. All of these kits that I checked on Amazon, none of them come with pliers. And you know, what do you need to get this nail out of your tire? And that is pliers. So I've got an old Leatherman that I keep in this tool bag now. It's just sort of part of my kit. So to get the nail out or get the screw out or anything else, because you usually can't get it out with your fingers because the nail is so deep inside the tire that you have to really have like long sharp nose pliers that you can get in there and pull that nail out. So the other bits that I've got, I bought this little tire inflator kit. Really straightforward. It's battery operated. It's got a little light on the front. It comes with this little hose, flexible hose, and then it only inflates car tires, the Schrader valve. It attaches like that, simple screw in, it's got a little washer in there. You power it on, you select your PSI or bar, and then you press go and it starts inflating. It does take a little longer, but it's so nice to have something like this. You can also charge your phone if you're running out of battery. If this thing also runs out of battery, it comes with a car attachment with a nice long lead that you can plug it into the back. Boom. And then even if the battery is flat, you can still inflate the car tire. So that's for me, it's like awesome. Okay, so let's get started. So what did I use first? First, I got a set of pliers and I pulled the nail out because the nail was actually in the fat of the tire. It was sort of at an angle. Super annoying. So the other thing is what the guys are also saying, because it's an emergency tire repair, you're not supposed to repair the tire if you grip your rim like that. If the nail is anything in this last section, yeah, you should not plug it, because that's the place where the tire moves the most. So if you grip your tire like that, anything in between your thumbs, that is a perfect place to do your emergency tire repair. The thing is, I've done one of these repairs back when I was in South Africa, and I rode the tire for many thousands of miles. You need to just keep a good eye on it and have something that you can use to back up. Meaning that you have to have a kit like this, so if something goes wrong that you can repair it. And having TPM as well on your bike makes quite a big difference. So let's get started. So what I did, got my pliers out, needle nose pliers, and I pried that nail out, pulled the nail out, and then I used a reaming tool first, and it's quite nice as well. When you're on a motorbike, you have motorbike gloves. That's also another part of the thing that I've got in my little kit. It's a nice set of gloves. These things are not hand friendly. Yes, it is, but this tire is so rugged that having a pair of nice leather gloves, thin leather gloves, makes it so much better. So get the gloves on, use the tool after you've pulled the nail out, is to just sort of make the hole rough, yeah, with this tool. And don't go too deep because you don't want to damage the side of the rim. So you just want to use this tool to sort of just go through the tire and then clear that hole as much as you can. So this basically you can turn it, and it sort of creates a better hole, because you'll have quite a lot of resistance going through the tire, because there's a lot of like metal meshing in the tire to keep the shape of the tire. So you need a lot of force, and then poke it through to make the hole a little bit bigger. Then what you do, you take this tool, boom, you take one of these things, and they are super gooey, yeah, you take them out. What I did is get a bit of spit on it, and you push it through here. Again, use your pliers to pull it through, so it's half. It's sitting exactly in the middle of this tool. Okay, then again, you know, have some gloves or something where you can have a good force. Make sure the bike is secure on the ground. If it's on the if it's on the side stand, make sure that you hold the rim so you can push against the rim rather than you pushing against the bike and it rolls forward and it tips over the bike. You don't want that. Put it on the center stand if you have the center stand, but just make sure that the ground around the bike is nice and secure. Then what you do with this tool, you make sure that it's again, I applied a bit of spit on both sides just to make it a little bit smoother, and then you basically hold it like that and you push that plug in right in. So there's about that much of this plug, about that much of the plug sticking out on both sides. So it's going to create a little V into the tire, and then the two ends are going to stick out. So when it's in there and it's deep enough in, then you basically there's a little gap in between, and this is going to allow you to, when you pull it out, the plug stays and the handle is free. Yeah. So after you've done that, there's a little sharp blade also in the kit, and that just allows you to trim off to make it smooth with the tire. And then that's it. Emergency tire repair complete. You grab your little pump, connect it to the tire, select your pressure. That's also another thing. If you're going to be, if you think you're going to use this because you're riding in areas where you might get punches like these, print a little. Go to your bike manual and print out, or get a little slip, or laminate, or write it on a card, or write it somewhere on the bike underneath the seat or something. Your tire pressures for your bike. It's always good to know. You know, they do have standards or defaults, but just use the one that you that your bike is recommended. So you can, you know, when you're in an emergency situation, you forget about these things, or have it on your phone or something in that line, where you can just go and find it. The same with having your insurance company and all these things. Have it with you. Have it printed out, or have it in a small little part, all part of your, you know, having a small little bag like this where you can put all the stuff in, put some paper towels in between it so you can clean your hands. You also get, with these tire inflators, you actually get these CO2 canisters where you can also inflate your tires with that as well. So that's sort of another option. But always think of, if you don't have any power, what you will use to actually inflate the tire or check the tire pressure and so forth. But yeah, guys, that saved my bacon. I inflated the tire. This bike is 2.8 as far as I understand. Inflated the tire, checked the next day. I did about a 90-mile ride on this, and the plug is nice and smooth, and the tire looks fine. So I'm going to ride it like that. It is in the fat of the tire. The tire is fairly new, so I don't really want to go and replace a tire yet. But that's it. So get yourself a little kit together. It doesn't have to be big, but it is so valuable. I've got one for one of my cars, one for the other car, and then I'm actually busy putting one together for the motorbike. Tire inflator, tire pressure checker, gloves if you in a car, because if you on a bike you have gloves, and then this plug-in kit. And the thing is, I've seen guys use these plugs in like big slashes in the tire as well. You can plug 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs. Doesn't matter what, you can actually plug it in there and actually get to a place where you can get the tire fixed. It's all about getting to a place where you can get the tire fixed. Because the thing is, I went out in the week and it was so interesting. There was a guy in a Harley Davidson sitting next to the road on the M4 here with a flat tire. So if you had a kit like this, he had a little small roll bag in the front of his Harley Davidson. If he had all the kit in there, he could have probably plugged it and off he went. And he could have gotten home and organized for someone to come and replace his tire, the mobile repair centers. So always think about that. You know, I don't always, and I thought to myself, I think it's time to actually do that. I do a lot of backcountry roads, and if you get stuck there, I don't really want to wait hour, 2 hours for someone to come and help me out or load the bike up onto a trailer and whatever. I just want to be able to plug it and get home and sort out the tire with a mobile repair center. Okay guys, I hope that is useful to someone. If there's any questions about the process, please let me know in the comments below. If you did like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. There's going to be many more motorbike videos like this, ride videos like this, and if something happens, I will let you guys know. But thanks for watching and have a great day. Speak to you later. Cheers.